You're not fed love on a silver spoon as you learn to lick it off of knives. It's a very popular, like, thing to kind of understand why someone would be in a self-destructive pattern or try to, I don't know, sabotage their relationships and everything, right? It's because if you're not fed love freely, you kind of learn to go about it in toxic ways. You figure it out in different way. By the way, new location. You may have seen I moved like 3 months ago, 4 months. I don't know. I don't know. I think that a lot of people kind of underestimate how badly they need love. I think we have quite a problem with isolation and loneliness right now, especially since like COVID hit. And I know that's like really cliche, like, oh my God, we're so isolated since COVID hit. Can you believe that? Like, nobody goes outside anymore, nobody goes on dates, everybody's just like, oh my God, hookup culture. I'm not talking about that, okay? Yeah, that's a problem, whatever. It's a symptom, it's not the actual problem, right? It's a symptom of the bigger problem, which is that nobody really feels safe, you know? Nobody really feels safe to be vulnerable and open and be themselves. Like, everyone's always being recorded, everyone's always being, like, questioned, like, oh my God, you would that? Oh my God, what the fuck are you saying? Actually, shut the hell up. You don't belong on the internet. Oh my God, you're so cringe. You're so boring. Like, why would you post that? Um, and last I checked, when was it anyone's goddamn problem what you're posting? When was it anyone's problem what you wear or what makes you happy? And honestly, the reason we have so many problems in this generation today is because everyone's so scared of messing up. So scared of messing up the quota, man. Everyone's like, man, everyone's gonna bully me in like out of existence if I don't fit in exactly as I'm meant to, if I don't know what to say at all times, if I don't act super cool and nonchalant, like I don't actually care about anything. Acting nonchalant does not make you cool, by the way. It just makes you look like you have severe repression, like issues, like you're severely repressed. You don't know what emotions are. You don't know how to like be in touch with your emotions. You think that's hot? No, sir. Uh-uh. Oh, and speaking on it, by the way, the dating pool, atrocious. Atrocious. I don't know if it's just me and my personal preferences, which are. I don't know. We're not gonna talk about that. Mm-mm. Listen, my preferences aren't bad, okay? They're not bad. It's just that, you know, don't think I found anyone I like yet. And that's okay. That's fine. You don't have to have the people in your life that you assume you do. What you do have to have is a break, right? And me personally, I can never catch one, it seems. No, I had to move home in a weekend. We had to pack up my entire house that I've lived in my entire life, and like in 2 days. It was insane. It was genuine insanity. I had an assignment due as well for my university. It was like it was due the Monday, and we were moving out the Saturday and Sunday and a bit of like Friday. And I was just like, what is happening? What is going on? I don't understand. How is this? Like, how am I meant to focus? By the way, spoiler alert, got diagnosed with ADHD. Is anyone surprised? Not really, but like, yeah. I wonder why I couldn't focus for my entire first and second year of university. Like, it really is a mystery. Truly has nothing to do with my brain chemistry. It's just, I'm just lazy and can't do shit, and I don't know how to work. Um, Definitely doesn't have to do with chemical imbalances at all, or my severe clinical depression that I was also diagnosed with and immediately medicated for. But like, no, yeah, you're so right. I definitely am just a lazy piece of shit. Yeah, totally, man, totally, like, absolutely. I totally get where you're coming from, and you're being so rational about this. Um, in other news, right? If people are treating you kind of like shit all the time and like you, I don't know, like they're treating you less than they would an animal. And I think that's pretty fucked up. And okay, some of you might get really concerned in this video. They're like gonna be you're gonna be like, Alchemy, are you okay? Um, sure. But, okay is relative. Like, I am Schrodinger's feeling. I am neither happy nor sad. You know what I am? Angry. Mad. I feel like I don't know, maybe there's like a transit happening in the skies right now, but I just feel pissed off all the time and like maybe it's the depression actually. It might be the depression. I don't know, but you know, I really do think that everyone is just losing focus of what's actually important in the world. You're telling me you want me to just go along with everything you say, do everything you tell me to do, work until I die. Like you want me to work myself to death essentially. Working like I'm doing university, I'm looking for a job, I'm gonna do tutoring later this year. I'm doing film, I'm writing a script, I'm getting my films made. And I'm also like I running a business, which is a craft and crochet business, and also do tarot readings, and like I do chores, I do everything, and you're like, yeah, Alchemy, this is kind of what you're supposed to do in life, and I'm not disputing that, okay? I'm not disputing that, except I am a person that is already kind of disadvantaged out the door. And I'm not saying that to like garner sympathy or anything. I'm saying that because my body literally cannot be handle being active for more than like 6 hours a day. I have like very long-term anemia. I also have a hernia that I need to get surgery for later this year, and general just like IBS issues and the severe emotional stress that I am constantly placed under, it seems. But anyway, this is just a rant video at this point. What was the point of this video? The point of this video is that, man, you gotta let yourself be a burden. You gotta let yourself be a burden. You gotta let yourself just stress other people out. Because the thing is, right? People will just keep giving you shit over and over and over again, more and more and more, if you just keep handling it. Because you can handle it. You're coherent, you're capable, you clearly are like handling this way better than everyone else said you would. What's happening? What's happening? Why can't you just fucking do what we told you to do? Because you were very clearly able to do it back there, and now, see, with people like, sometimes you just have to be like, shut the fuck up. How about that? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't everyone's world be blessed if you were completely silent for just 2 days? If you just graced my presence with the lack of your existence for just 2 days, I think I would have a great time. I think I would have a great time. Personally, I haven't had a great time in a while. Which is, I don't know. Sometimes you feel like you have too many problems for other people to handle. And you can't really talk about your problems because you have so many that other people start to get sick of hearing about them after like the first 30 problems that you've listed. And you might be like, how do you have so many problems at the ripe age of 20 years old, not even 21 yet? Well, you may not believe this, but some people in this world make it their life's mission to make sure that you are as miserable as possible and have as many problems as you can possibly fathom before you even turn 20. Like, personally, um, from when I was like 16 to when I was like 19, worst years of my entire life. Guarantee you. Terrible, terrible years. I don't even know, like, If you guys ever want a story time that I will have to severely censor, please let me know. Hit me up. Man, it was a crazy time. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. You think your life's gotten like as crazy as it gets. No, no, it hasn't. Not even close. Not even in the slightest amount. You just keep getting more and more shit on your plate until you can't handle it anymore. But you keep handling it even after you can't handle it anymore. Because what's the alternative? What is the alternative to just sucking it up and dealing with all the shit that's coming your way? Because I there was a point in time where I thought that it would just be so much better if I wasn't around. Um, kind of still think that, right? Like that ideation never really goes away. But you do, at least in my instance, I'm very stubborn about it now, right? Like I don't think it's fair if all I get to experience in my life is just shit and like heartbreak and suffering and like everything wrong about the world. Like I don't think that's fair. I think you're actually being really mean to me. Like I think the divine's kind of fucking me over with that just a little bit. So for me personally, I refuse to die until I get everything good that I want. Until I get the things that I really really want in this life and that I'm working every day towards. And like I'm not going through all this shit just so that I can only have gone through the shit. I need to make it to the grass fields at least. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know why I'm talking about all this. Like I hope this was entertaining at least. Anyway, love you.